morning, my YouTube friends. For starters, look at. What am I doing? Snow! I should definitely be at the point in the season where like this is not exciting to me anymore. But sometimes it is still exciting to me. Do you guys notice anything different? Mermaid hair, perhaps? Ooh! Yesterday I went and got my tape-in extensions put in. And they're very long. I love them. I've wanted like semi-permanent extensions, but microbeading is like $4 million. Like literally, it's like at least $500. But yes, today is Wednesday. If you don't say it like that when you're spelling it, you're wrong. And Matt and I are gonna work out together. We have not worked out together in a hot minute. What are we working out today, babe? Back?
Back today.
We're working out back. Look at my husband doing the dishes in his cute sweatpants.
All great.
All gray. Yeah, all gray.
Very trendy.
Very trendy. You know that gray is trendy?
Is it?
But is it? It is. Gray is very trendy right now. Look how little I am to you. I have you on my arm. Is getting tired. Let me hold the camera. Alright. We're doing back today?
Ooh,
Are you zooming?
Don't. Leave it to the professional.
Yeah, we're doing back, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do back. I think we're gonna film it. See what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, during my workouts, right now I've been drinking, I used to be on Carbolin, the like intra-workout carbs. Not right now while I'm doing keto. I don't think we've talked about this, that I'm on keto. We might have to talk about this. But what I have in here during my workouts is Body Tech brand Critical Aminos XT. It's just branched chain amino acids essentially, and it has glutamine, which I like. I'm also in love with this stuff, the PE Science High Volume whatever. I really like PE Science because they actually have like legit ingredients in their products, and that's kind of what I've been looking for lately. Like I'm like over a lot of mainstream supplements and have just been kind of like given the side eye to a lot of stuff that's out there, even like protein powders and stuff. Like right now the protein powder I have is like an all natural organic stevia whatever, because like you guys, you're gonna like do this your whole life supposedly, like lift and like take supplements. Like that's a really long time to be putting garbage in your body. Like I know, like wow, Lynette, welcome to Taking Care of Yourself 101. I like PE Science because their stuff really does look really legit. It's funny too because I had a lot of you guys asking me if I was going to be at a booth at the Arnold this year, and I was like, what booth? Like I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm with Fit Mode Apparel, the clothing company, but I have turned down every single sponsorship opportunity that I've gotten so far just because like shady stuff, let's be real. Last year there was an opportunity for me to be with one supplement company, but the guy just had really bad follow through and like wasn't responding to me. So I was like, I'm not gonna work with someone that, you know, that's bad business to me. Another supplement company approached me like 3 or 4 weeks ago and like wanted to fly me out to California for a photo shoot and everything, but he wouldn't let me try the supplements and like send some to me before they signed me on as an athlete. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna work with you. Like you gotta be careful, guys. Like especially with like if you start becoming more popular on Instagram, there's gonna be a lot of people trying to send you stuff or sign you with something, and I am just like really picky, and I'm not just gonna like sign up with somebody because somebody wants to sponsor me. Like that's just not worth it. If I am ever sponsored by anybody or with a certain company, it's because you know that I like them and I trust them and they're like good folks. And yeah, just rolling around. Hi kitten. Oh, hi pretty girl. Oh, roll a cute kitten around. Oh, you are killing me. Oh, sweet girl. What are you doing? Alright, so I don't think I've made a video yet saying that I am on a keto diet now, which it's technically called ketosis, but it's like essentially just a very low carb diet. I'm talking usually like 30 to 40 grams of carbs a day or less. Before you panic, my coaches wanted to try me on it because I wasn't responding to the carb cycling and I wasn't responding to like a higher level of carbs. I was at first, like 5 or 6 weeks ago, I was on like 240 grams of carbs a day and like slowly losing weight. But then I just stopped all of a sudden and I was like kind of struggling for a few weeks. And so my coaches were like, you know what, let's just like reset you. We'll empty out your glycogen stores, go on keto for 2 weeks, see what happens, see if your body tends to like that or not. And unfortunately, you guys, my body is loving it. Like every part of my body is loving being on keto. Like I for sure have lost some pounds. Like I was not supposed to get on the scale, but like I might have snuck on, and I'm down like in the last 10 days I've been doing keto, I'm down like 3 pounds, which is like actually like good. That means that my body's not like in shock and like scrambling and like dropping weight like crazy because I'm doing something nuts, because my calories are still high and my fats are still really high. But it's just nice to see the scale move finally. And so I have always really liked keto. Like literally the first day of keto I was super grumpy because like that's normal. You just get like a headache or like you just don't feel good or whatever. I was just grumpy. But then day 2 I was golden. And that whole first week of keto, I don't remember the last time I was in like that good of a mood for that long. Like I was just happy and in a really, really good mood. And I was talking to my coach about it and he said, well, for some people, especially women and especially women who are like a little carb sensitive, like we think that you are, high fats do wonderful things for your hormones. And I was like, well, that explains why I am like the happiest human that ever existed all day long right now. So yeah, the goal initially, we were just gonna do keto for 2 weeks to see what happens, to see what my body did and how it responded. But now my coaches are talking about going on keto for a little bit longer, which I know is probably gonna scare some people, but my coaches explained very thoroughly to me why it's not a bad idea for me. So we'll just see, we'll play it by ear. My cardio is still very low, so I'm not really putting any demands on like carb energy for my system. And once you're in keto, your body learns to switch over to using fat as fuel. My coach actually sent me like a long explanation to what keto is. I bet I still have it. I bet I can find it right now and read it to you guys. Not that I didn't, I've been doing keto off and on since like 2013. I know what keto is, but I like, you know guys, I struggle to explain anything correctly and thoroughly on camera. So Carrie texted and said, what exactly is ketosis? The metabolic state of ketosis simply means that the quantity of ketone bodies in the blood have reached higher than normal levels. When the body is in a ketogenic state, this means that lipid energy and metabolism is intact. The body will start breaking down your own body fat to fuel the body's normal everyday functions. Once in ketosis, the body actually prefers ketones to glucose. Since the body has copious quantities of fat, this means there's no need to oxidize protein to generate glucose through gluconeogenesis. Science word I cannot pronounce. He said the idea is staying on for just 2 weeks so that we could reset the insulin sensitivity as well as completely deplete the body of all carbs and glycogen. And so I did not have a cheat meal last week, so I've been literally like, this is like day 10 I think of just straight like keto diet. And like I said, I feel really, really good. Like I did not miss my cheat meal last weekend, but if I continue to do keto, they are gonna have me do like a 400 gram of carb or 300 gram of carb refeed once a week, depending on how I respond to the cheat meal I'm gonna have this upcoming Friday. Now, all I'm gonna say is that when it comes to diets, there's a million different methods and there's a million different things that you can try. You guys know that for forever I did flexible dieting, and that's still what I'm gonna do like all of my life is flexible dieting because that's what I believe in. Right now, since I'm working with someone who knows so much, I'm just doing exactly what he says by following a meal plan and letting him like see what happens to me under controlled circumstances. You know what I mean? So he sees what types of fats and whatever are going into my body, and he can see how I'm responding exactly to those, and he can interpret that information because he actually knows that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So for the last 10 days I've been on a keto meal plan, and moving forward I might be on one too, just because it's actually been like really like nice being on a meal plan for once. I never thought I would say that, but like it's just been like lets me kind of forget about food and just like eat what's on plan. So yeah, so weird, so totally different than anything I've ever done. And I still am such a believer in flexible dieting, you guys, and that's still what I coach all my clients with. I think someone asked like, oh, now that you're doing like cleaner eating, are you still utilizing flexible dieting with your clients? 100%. I think that flexible dieting is all you need if you're just doing like normal weight loss or just trying to get like lean normally, and I know tons of people still use flexible dieting to get to the stage. Just doesn't seem to work as well for me, but who knows? Life is so long, I may find all sorts of other things that work for me. But for now, we're doing keto, and I like it, and I'm having fun with it. This guy's still on 4 million grams of carbs a day because he is not carb sensitive. His body loves carbs.
On a meal plan too?
Oh yeah, he's on a meal plan too. Yeah, our house is really boring in the food department now. Like the only thing in our fridge is like vegetables, steak, chicken, turkey,
Eggs.
eggs. Bodybuilder status at our house right now. It's cool.